June 13, 2025. A date that, for most, would pass without note. But for those aboard the North Star, it marks the beginning of a day that will be etched into memory. The North Star drifts off the rugged coast of Nova Scotia, its hull slicing through a sea that's eerily calm, almost glass-like. The only sounds are the gentle slap of water against the bow, and the distant cry of gulls. The sun rises slowly, painting the sky in brilliant shades of orange and pink, casting long shadows across the deck. It's a breathtaking sight, one that never gets old for those who make their living on these waters. For Captain Alistair MacLeod and his loyal crew, it's another day at sea, routine, comforting, and filled with the quiet rituals that start every morning. There's a sense of camaraderie, a shared purpose that binds them together. Lines are checked with practiced hands, bait is prepped with care, and the steady hum of the engine is a familiar companion. Every movement is deliberate, honed by years of experience. They're after giants, bluefin tuna that could tip the scales at over 1,000 pounds. But mostly, it's a game of patience and hope, a test of endurance against the vastness of the ocean.
We talk about those grandeurs like they're ghosts, stories passed down from one season to the next, each tale growing a little taller with every telling. But every trip, I wonder, maybe today's the day we'll hook into a legend. Maybe today, luck will finally be on our side.
Stories and coffee pass the time, warming cold hands and keeping spirits high as the hours slip by. The ocean is both a workplace and a second home. The dream is always there, to land a grander, a tuna over 1,000 pounds. Such a catch would make them legends in these waters, their names spoken with awe in every harbor. But the odds are slim, and the sea is a fickle mistress. Most days it's about making a living, not breaking records. The catch pays the bills, keeps the boat running, and puts food on the table for families back home. But today, something feels different. There's a restlessness in the air, a sense that the ordinary might give way to the extraordinary. There's a charge in the air, a quiet anticipation that crackles just beneath the surface. The crew moves with extra focus, every gesture precise. The crew works with precision, every knot and hook perfect, as if they know that today, every detail could matter. They know these waters intimately, the hidden shoals, the shifting currents, the places where giants might lurk. Years of experience have taught them to read the sea's subtle signs. The lines are cast, the slow troll begins. The boat moves almost imperceptibly, the crew's eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of movement. The boat is a lonely speck on a vast, silent ocean. Hours pass in a rhythm of hope and waiting, the world shrinking to the size of the deck. The sun climbs higher and the early optimism slowly fades to stoic patience. The crew settles in, knowing that the sea rewards only those who endure. This is the job, long stretches of waiting, broken by brief, heart-pounding bursts of chaos when a fish finally strikes. Other boats dot the horizon, each crew chasing the same dream, but the ocean keeps its secrets well hidden beneath the waves. In the stillness, it's easy to forget what you're chasing, until the silence shatters with the scream of a reel and the rush of adrenaline. On this day, that silence would be broken in a way none of them would ever forget. The calm before the storm is over. The deck stands ready, every piece of gear in its place as if holding its breath for what's to come. The scene ends with a sense of anticipation and tension, the promise of action hanging heavy in the salty morning air. The storm is coming and the North Star is ready to meet it. Just after 2 o'clock, the deck is quiet, until a reel screams, slicing through the calm like a siren. The silence is shattered in an instant, and every head turns toward the source of the chaos. Finn, the youngest crew member, snaps to attention, his heart pounding as adrenaline floods his veins. He's been waiting for this moment all season, and now it's here. The line is vanishing at an impossible speed, spooling out so fast it's almost a blur. Whatever's on the other end is massive, and it's not slowing down.
Strap Finn in now, don't let him go overboard. The crew springs into action, adrenaline replacing fatigue. Every movement is practiced, but the tension in the air is electric. This is what they live for.
Hang on, Finn. You've got this. Don't let go no matter what.
Finn is locked into the fighting chair, hands gripping the rod with white knuckles, eyes fixed on the line slicing through the water. The rod bent nearly double, creaking under the strain. Every muscle in Finn's body is working overtime just to keep the line tight. The fish is a force of nature, dragging the 45-foot boat as if it's nothing. The crew can feel the power through the deck, the boat lurching forward with every surge. The engines strain, Finn's arms burn. He's just holding on, fighting not just the fish, but the ocean itself. This is no ordinary tuna. It's a giant bluefin, a true legend of the deep, and it's fighting for its life. It's a living torpedo, declaring war, launching itself through the water with explosive power. The line thins, the boat surges. Every second, the risk of losing everything grows. Captain McLeod maneuvers, trying to keep the fish from breaking free, his eyes darting between the water and Finn. It's a high-stakes dance. One mistake, and it's over. The crew knows the margin for error is razor thin. The battle has just begun, but they know this is the fish of a lifetime. Every second is a test of strength, skill, and willpower. The tension is palpable, every crew member holding their breath, bracing for what could be hours of relentless struggle. The scene ends with the crew bracing for a long fight, united by the challenge ahead and the hope of landing a true monster from the deep. The fight drags on, hours of agony and grit. Finn, strapped in, reels in line inch by inch only to lose it in powerful surges. The crew works in perfect sync water on the reel, encouragement for Finn, eyes on the line.
Come on, Finn, just keep breathing. Captain McLeod steers, anticipating every move, keeping the line clear. It's a test of endurance, muscle, mind, and teamwork. The sun dips, 4 hours have passed. Finn is exhausted, but the dream keeps him going. The fish begins to tire. Its runs shorten, the momentum shifts.
Keep the pressure, Finn, he's coming up.
With a final push, Finn finds strength. The reel clicks steadily, the giant is rising. The water churns violently. A massive tail erupts from the deep, sending a spray of salt water into the air. Moments later, a shimmering, muscular back glides just beneath the surface, hinting at the true size of the creature below. The crew stands frozen, silent and awestruck, their eyes wide with disbelief. For a moment, time seems to stop as they realize what they're witnessing. The fish is even bigger than they dared imagine. A true giant of the sea, dwarfing anything they've seen before. It lies beside the boat, utterly spent, its black eyes staring up at the sky, reflecting both exhaustion and the wild spirit of the ocean. The crew springs into action, working together with practiced skill. They use thick ropes and a heavy winch, straining to haul the massive fish aboard, every muscle tense with effort. The deck shudders under the weight as the tuna finally lands, a breathtaking spectacle of raw power and natural beauty, the culmination of their struggle. Its skin glistens in the sunlight, a dazzling blend of deep blue and shining silver, with fins that flash bright yellow, a living jewel from the depths. News travels fast at the docks. Excitement buzzes through the crowd as word spreads of the incredible catch. A crowd gathers, anticipation building, as the North Star returns to port. Spectators line the dock, eager to witness history in the making. The official weight is announced, 1,496 pounds. Gasps ripple through the crowd. It's a new world record, a moment that will be remembered for years. The fish stretches over 12 feet long, its size almost unbelievable, a testament to the mysteries that still lurk beneath the waves. The crew celebrates, their faces a mix of pride and humility. They know they are now legends, their achievement echoing through the fishing community. Yet as they stand over the fallen titan, a somber mood settles in. They've conquered a king, but in doing so have ended its reign. This is the paradox of the big game fisherman: triumph and respect, victory tinged with loss. The thrill of the hunt meets the weight of responsibility. Lines 12. 36 condensed or removed for emotional impact and brevity. As the sun sets, the crew sits quietly, reflecting on their achievement. The ocean is calm once more, but the memory of this day will linger forever.
The Atlantic bluefin tuna is a marvel, built for speed, power, and endurance. Warm-blooded, it swims from the cold North Atlantic to the Gulf of Mexico. These giants can reach 45 miles per hour and migrate thousands of miles. Some live 40 years, growing over 12 feet and 1,500 pounds. Catching one is rare. They're apex predators, with few enemies besides humans. Their meat, especially otoro, is prized worldwide, fetching fortunes at auction. But their popularity has a cost. Overfishing pushed them to the brink. Conservation efforts are helping, but every giant caught is a data point in a bigger story. Each catch is a reminder of the ocean's fragility and our responsibility. Lines 10 to 26 condensed or removed for focus and clarity. Scene ends with a call to stewardship.
Catching a bluefin isn't just luck, it's tightly regulated by international law. The International Commission for the Conservation of Atlantic Tunas sets strict quotas.
Each country gets a share. Every fisherman needs a license and a quota. Every catch is tagged and reported, providing vital data for scientists.
The rules are strict for a reason. Illegal fishing once devastated stocks. Today, enforcement is tough observers, satellite tracking, and heavy penalties.
The North Star's catch was legal, tagged and reported. A triumph within the system.
The legal framework is the heart of bluefin conservation, a global effort to balance economy and ecology. Lines 9, 25 condensed or removed for brevity and focus. Scene ends with the legitimacy of the catch underscored. Once landed, the race is on. Freshness means value. The tuna is iced, prepped, and flown to Tokyo's Toyosu market.
There, experts inspect fat, color, and quality. Every detail matters. The North Star's tuna is exceptional, destined for the first auction of the day.
The auction is a spectacle, bidder signal, prices soar.
The fish sparks a bidding war, finally selling for $1.8 million. For the crew, it's life-changing.
Master cutters break down the fish, prized otoro fetching over $100 apiece.
Within a day, North Atlantic tuna is served in Tokyo's finest restaurants. Lines 10, 28 condensed or removed for pacing and clarity. Scene ends with the fish's journey from ocean to plate.
News of the catch spreads worldwide, celebrated by some, condemned by others.
For fishing communities, it's a story of adventure and skill. The crew becomes overnight celebrities, their stories shared everywhere.
But conservationists see tragedy, a rare vital breeder lost.
Critics argue the high price fuels more hunting, threatening the species.
The debate rages online, heroes to some, villains to others.
The story exposes a deep conflict, resource or wonder, harvest or protection.
Public awareness of conservation is higher than ever. The old ways are questioned.
The giant tuna becomes a symbol of our struggle to balance tradition and sustainability. Lines 10, 24 condensed or removed for focus and impact. Scene ends with the story as a flashpoint for global values.
For Captain McCloud's crew, the catch is life-changing. Security, fame, and a dream fulfilled.
It's a legend for their community, a story for generations.
But the catch is more than personal triumph. It's a sign that conservation may be working.
It offers hope that bluefin can recover if managed wisely.
Yet it raises hard questions. Should we catch these giants at all?
Are they resources, monsters, or wonders to protect? There are no easy answers.
The story is a mirror showing our complex relationship with the ocean.
The North Star's catch reminds us of the ocean's power and our responsibility.
Was it a victory or a loss? Perhaps both. The future of the ocean's giants depends on the choices we make today. Scene ends with an open question for the audience.